Airport, Juan Zapata. Hey, Juan.
Good afternoon. Nice to see you again.
Yes, welcome back. How was your winter?
Oh, short. I'm ready for spring.
You guys had to use the plows a few times this year for a change.
We had quite a bit of a workout, and the equipment worked as advertised. We had the airport open every day by 7 a.m. And we have different operators that leave at 5 or 4 in the morning. And so we were ready for them. Our guys, our crew at the airport, they work nonstop. They were there from on a couple of times at midnight all the way until 7 a.m. to get the airport opened.
Nice. We've got to have clear runways.
Yes, we do.
And all the services to get those planes up and down. And we've got one of the busiest airports in the state of Michigan.
It is, for a general aviation airport, no airline traffic. We broke 42,000 operations for 2024. We're right behind Battle Creek with their Western Michigan University operations and the city of Detroit. So we're number 3 right now for GA airports in the state. Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
All right, so 42,000 takeoffs and landings. And in addition to that, Juan brought today a look at the year in review. So, let's see what's happening.
This was a community benefit assessment done by MDOT, and it kind of shows the highlights are 97 jobs in the area are produced because the airport is here. The economic benefit to the community is over $48 million. That's all the business jet aircraft that you see coming and going. Those are airplanes that are coming in to do business in Jackson. And that's what we need to keep in mind. It's an economic engine to the community having the airport in there. It continues to grow. We continue to have more and more business aircraft coming and going, and that's a benefit to the community.
Well, I know that one of the things that the economic development people tout is the ability that a regional or a home office exec can fly in and check the local operations of a business, and really we see that quite a bit.
We do. When you're paying a CEO of a company several $1 million a year, you don't want them to go through TSA lines and then waiting for the aircraft to show up so they can get in and then maybe stop in Chicago to go to Marquette. We want them to be able to go from point A to point B straight without having to wait, extra security, and being able to have complete confidence in the airplane. So that's what business aviation is all about. You're getting a maximum use of time.
Well, let's see what's new at the airport. You've got a couple of new hangars.
Yes, so we did some updates to the storm drain system that allowed us to get approval from the drain commissioner to continue building hangars. So we had 2 private hangars built in 2024.
Does someone live in that?
No, it's just, they're really made nowadays for showing off. They're all small business owners, and they use their hangar as a place of business and as a place to show off what they have. So they look a little bit bigger than normal, but they're still 50 by 50, and they provide revenue to the airport.
Well, big improvement over those, and they were kind of original to the airport too. Those Quonset hut style buildings.
Some of them are in pretty poor condition. If you drive by the airport, you'll see a lot of new paint jobs. A lot of the hangars are being updated. They're being maintained better. They're being repainted, and the value keeps going up.
Let's talk about the tower. And this tower is, I think it's an architectural gem because of its unique design.
It is. It was built in 1962. We were required to maintain the same look as it did back in 1962. So the blue panels that you see in the new look on the tower, that's original to what it looked like back in 1962.
So this is today?
This is today. It's got an elevator, an interior elevator. It's got ADA compliant restrooms.
So those panels were like painted orange or something for a long time, weren't they?
Yeah, originally they were light blue, then they were painted orange, then they got spray painted white, including the windows. And that was just to help with the cooling and the heating of the building.
Looks great.
Part of the project provided a new heating and cooling system.
And the windows were,
and new ventilation.
were blocked over too, weren't
Yep,
they?
the windows were blocked over because they were single pane windows. These are double pane windows, energy efficient windows. Part of the improvements is also solar panels on the airport that will provide 65% of the electric power to the control tower building and the terminal building. So
Wow.
that will result in great savings.
Are people parking under the solar panels?
Yes, yeah, they're like carport type of solar
Oh,
panels.
wow.
So that way we didn't lose any of the parking spaces. And it's obviously a benefit in the wintertime for individuals.
Wow, I haven't
The
been over there in a
park
long
underneath.
time. It's all new.
Yeah, it's energy efficiency is a big thing for the airport. We got new cooling systems and heating systems that will reduce the cost to heat and cool the airport.
The tower itself, because it was, you know, I guess out of compliance with some things that you weren't even using it. It was just empty space.
Yeah, it was basically 25% occupied up in the cab. The rest of the building was empty, primarily because of asbestos and because of the lack of adequate cooling and heating of the building. So now we expect that to be much better occupied.
And you're in your office. You're finally in the airport tower building for your office.
Right. The airport manager was originally in 1961. The offices were in the control tower building. At some point in time, they got moved to the old terminal building, the original terminal building, which is known as the administration building. And we were there until about a week ago.
That was the terminal building for the airport before
That was the original terminal building, built in 1934. So from 1934 to 1962, that was the terminal building. If you took an airline flight out of Jackson, you went there.
And it was built. It was built for that.
It was built for that. Yeah, exactly.
And the 1960 building, mid-century modern design, has some really cool features. Plus, it's got the restaurant and now a patio with that restaurant.
Right. That's the terminal building. That's our next big project at the airport. Is updating the terminal building to provide newer boiler systems, new cooling system, a new roof, new windows and doors, and ADA compliant restrooms. So that's going to be about a $2 million project, and it's federally funded at 90%. So that is it's still to be approved by the county. So we'll be going in the next month to see if we can obtain approval. It'll be a good thing for the airport. Terminal building obviously houses the restaurant. It's a critical part of the airport. We get a lot of flights and a lot of people from town and the surrounding area that go to the restaurant. So it's critical that we do this project.
Will there be like the restaurant, the footprint of the restaurant, will that change?
It will not. Once again, because it's a historical building, we're required to keep the exterior of the building looking the same.
Okay.
So the interior will change a little bit, but the exterior will remain the same.
All right, you've got a drawing of available lots on the airport property. So you've got more room for future. Well, let's talk about the terminal building that you just moved out of. So that's empty now?
Right, the administration building is empty. It's being rented right now. We do not want to sell the building because it's a historical part of the airport. But it is for rent, and it can be used for both aeronautical or non-aeronautical purposes. And going back to that diagram you were talking about, that was a local project, locally funded project that hooked up municipal water to the terminal building, the control tower building, and all the corporate hangars. And it also provided a storm drain system update that allows us to build up to 20-some hangars. So now we can continue developing the airport, continuing to grow the airport, and we're looking for companies and private individuals that may want to build on the airport.
All right, well, I'm disoriented looking at that because it looks like there's railroad tracks.
Yes, on the south side.
On the south side, that's how far down that?
Yeah, we're literally adjacent to Michigan Avenue, and right there by on the bottom of the drawing, you can see a blue area, a darker blue area. That's a detention pond,
Oh,
but
I get
that's
it.
also going to be a new entrance to the airport that will be developed in the future.
New entrance,
a new entrance, yeah, off Michigan Avenue.
a different,
A different entrance for corporate hangars.
okay. You know, the PBA bowling, the pros are coming to Jackson next month.
Right.
You'll probably be very busy. They'll
You know,
probably
it's always amazing how many big name individuals show up in Jackson, and they fly in typically.
yeah, for all the races and stuff.
Yeah, well, last year we had Michael Jordan fly in. We also had, several of the acts from the Faster Horses. They flew in to Jackson
Oh, nice.
to perform.
All right, now for 2025, what's the
Yeah,
plan?
2025, we have a small taxiway pavement improvement. And we just got a grant from the Michigan Department of Transportation for crack sealing and repaving or remarking the pavement. That's 100% paid by the state at $127,000. And then, as I mentioned before, we have the terminal building update. So we're hoping that the terminal building will be approved by the county. It will be a huge benefit to the airport, and it will update the building.
Well, we're gonna have to come over with the JTV cameras and take a tour of the all-new terminal. It's
Yes,
is it done?
It's so the control tower building is completed,
Okay.
and the terminal building will be completed by midsummer next year, 2026. So
All right. Well, very busy year, last and upcoming. Thanks for.
yeah, well, thank you for having us. We do have an open house in September, not in June, but it was moved to September 6th. That will be the airport open house. So we welcome people to come in and take a tour of the airport, maybe catch a flight in a historical aircraft, and take a tour of the control tower.
All right. Well, those are always very popular, so we will definitely look forward to that one.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
You bet. Have a great 2025 at the Jackson County Airport. Juan Zapata.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.